knight can threaten an f6 check, it's game over. Yangyi wants to play e4 next. That is clear. It's just about getting e4, trying to trade off those pawns and getting that knight to the square. Or are you going to allow that e-pawn to move even further? And David, the more I look at it, I don't really see an easy way to counter this idea, to stop it or create your own counterplay. I mean, this looks terrifying for Hans right now.
Yeah, and I mean, if we just rewind very, very quickly to this moment where Hans made a big positional error, like, yeah, I don't understand. I think you show this position to Magnus in half a second, he'll say you have to take this knight. If you show it to Hikaru, he'll say you have to take this knight. But instead, playing the move f5, I'm not sure whether he just missed the move d5 or whether he underestimated it, but now this black bishop is just dead. And yeah, it's a very odd decision because normally Hans has got very good positional understanding. He's another one who kind of marries positional chess to dynamism, but yeah, knight d2, very classy move, as you said, Tanya. e4, it looks just unstoppable. I don't really see what to do. Like, f6 covers the f6 square, but after e4, you still don't really want to be taking that pawn. The black knight as well is on a terrible circuit. If you could pick that knight up and put it on f6, then maybe you have some hope. Put it on e5 or somewhere. But this black knight as well, nowhere to go. This has been a disastrous half a dozen moves for Hans Niemann.
Very scary position for black. And the problem is that there is absolutely no counterplay on the queen side either, right? And it just comes down to this misplaced bishop, all your pieces sort of not playing a good role, nowhere to attack. And white's just got the easiest plan in the world. e4 comes in next, and you're basically counting down the moves from there. It's hard to imagine Hans surviving this. Look at the clock. That tells the story as well. Yesterday, Hans was up on the clock in every single game of his. He got a 2-2-0 victory against Rasmus Swane in the round of 16, went on in the round of 8, also to always have the upper hand on the clock, and right now, touching the 3-minute mark, you can tell on the camera, he's hating what he's got in front of him. In these moments, you're always looking for ways to just extend the game, right? One move at a time. You want to just survive for the next move. David, if you're Hans right now, what do you play as black? Is it f6?
I think I resign. It's another one of those positions. If you don't have moves and you've got 3 minutes, maybe you move the black queen out of the way, try and put a pawn on d6, and just allow white to kind of start grabbing on f5. But this is just rancid. This position is horrible. Tanya, we'll let Hans mull over the decision here. Let's jump to the other game because I have a feeling it might finish any moment now. And look at the eval bar here. And I just want to point out a really cool trick that Denis Lazavik landed on the last move. If we backtrack just one moment, here we saw the black bishop attacked. It was defended by the king of all pieces, king f7, really ugly, queen to d3, double exclamation mark here. If pawn takes knight, then I think the idea is to play rook takes e7. Maybe you can even just play bishop takes g4 and come in actually with the bishop. Maybe that's the most simple. I was thinking that there was a checkmate. I was going to say rook takes e7 in this position and, sorry, checkmate here. But I'm not sure whether it quite lands the killer blow. There we go, it does. That is a mate, Tanya.
Very nice.
But, yeah, very nice. Instead, bishop g5. And I got distracted for a moment because I thought, I thought it was going to be checkmate anyway, but f4 by Lazavik. This is just crazy. I'm struggling to understand this one. I think he's got the same idea, Tanya, maybe?
I think so. And I wonder if after bishop takes pawn, I don't know if you land rook e7 immediately, but there's also queen e2, I want to say, David. It was rook e7. That is stunning. Beautiful stuff. Same idea.
That is so sweet. Let's just put it on the board. King takes rook. We might see a resignation, so let's keep half an eye on the cameras. But queen to e2 now is the idea. And if the black king moves, again, checkmate. King caught here, bishop caught on the diagonal. And instead, if you try to block this check with the bishop, I think the white knight just captures. And it's still going to be checkmate within the next few moves. Tanya, this has been just domination. Another D word for Denis here.
Another D1, destruction on the board, right? This has been just incredible to watch. I mean, just so... It wasn't even a slow game. I mean, we're on move 20. It's game over. Black's about to get checkmated. Fedoseev, the realization dawns on him. He's unable to make a move because where is the move? How do you even continue? Is king g8 an option here? Or is he just gonna resign? I mean, look at him. He's gone back on his chair. What happens after King G8? You get a feeling that there has to be something there. Just Queen D4.
Yeah, I think you're right. Queen D4, and the queen will infiltrate in the corner. It's been all about this dark square diagonal, right, Tanya? Like, this diagonal has been open the whole game, whereas the counterpart, this bishop, has been just blocked the whole game. Not just for Fedoseev, also for Hans Niemann. Wow, what a tactic.
It's been all about the bishops. I mean, it's crazy to watch that, right? The light squared bishop in both games not playing a role. And I think for Fedoseev just taking a KG setup, David, I think he's about to resign. He's trying to find a move to make, but he's just struggling. He's not being able to, and none exists. Rook E7. What a blowout tactic after just a perfectly executed positional battle with D5 coming in, then at the right time going in with the tactics. And that is Lazavik does the power move, takes a sip. He knows he's got the job done in round 1.
Wow. It just feels like he's leveling up in front of our eyes, Denis Lazavik. This is something he wouldn't have done last year. He would have tried to take Fedoseev to an endgame or gone for something a bit slower, a bit more tense. But no, he's just going straight for the throats of all his opponents. And lesson for everyone at home, Connect 4 is just a forced win, clearly. And Denis Lazavik, yeah, this might be another surprise we're about to see. Tanya, Fedoseev, it just feels like he's so suited to freestyle chess, but not getting his own way against the youngster.
It's unbelievable, right? We've been calling him the giant slayer, Denis Lazavik, and he comes in and first round taking down in style the big fish, Vladimir Fedoseev, who to my eyes felt like a favorite, just that his experience, he's seen so many of the youngsters, he's handled them to perfection. And look at that sideways look gives it away. This is him giving up. Probably just wondering where it all went wrong. How do you even keep this going? King takes rook. Show us the lines one more time. How beautiful this tactic, this move is, David. When you mentioned it last, it was capturing a bishop. Denis does it for free. He just lands a rook there.
Yeah, and it took me a while to kind of understand how pretty this was. If king takes rook, the white queen drops back with a check. If the king sidesteps, no matter where it sidesteps, d7, f7 is the same thing. The white queen jumps in, drops itself in with a checkmate. The head of the pawn chain now, the white queen, the pawns, the bishop, control all these squares. And if the black bishop blocks, I'll just follow through that line. After the white queen checks, knight takes bishop. And same thing, if the pawn captures, it's going to be checkmate, next move. This one is over. The black king is doomed. Fedoseev's about to resign. Hans Niemann, meanwhile, in big trouble as well. Down to 20 seconds, Tanya. What do we do? Do we jump? Maybe we get the two-board view up so we keep an eye on everything. Because it's a very similar scenario. The white queen also doing the business in Yangyi's game.
Just incredible stuff. I mean, there are so many parallels, right? You pointed out the bishop. I'm going to point out the black queen as well. Pretty much out of the game in both these boards. And their counterpart, super active, sort of deciding. And look at that, Denis Lazavik on that blue board gives a check. Knight takes bishop, expecting resignations there. Very soon, the king's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And for Hans Niemann, the troubles continue. Trading would have got him nowhere. He does run away, trying to create some tactics, trying to at least attack the bishop on c2. Do you see a knockout move here for white on the brown board?
Ooh, the first move I was going to suggest was knight takes d7. So that white knight on the brown board, taking a pawn, attacking some of black's rooks. To my eyes, that's the most human, but the black queen might be coming in. It's not completely over. Hans is being very slippery, very tricky here. The one downside for Hans is he's got 20 seconds against nearly 6 minutes, and he's down a whole piece, Tanya. It must be a win for white if he can just defend Yangyi.
It is. And another move that comes to mind is that you can fall back with the knight, retreat only to go forward, hit that rook on f2 with knight e4, rook takes bishop, runs into knight f6. And that feels like it should be game over once that rook falls. White will be the one checkmating first. So that could be another way trying to at least get that rook from the second rank to move back.
Yeah, also beautiful. And that white knight can do some nice jumping here, and it should be over. I have a feeling Yangyi is going to think for a while. In the meantime, Fedoseev is kind of falling on his own sword here. He's up a bit just to try and postpone the inevitable. The blue board now, I'm expecting a checkmate within a couple of moves. I'm not sure exactly where it is yet, but anyone can find it. Lazavik can find it. He gives a check. White queen is coming.
7. King goes to g8. I'll just point out one thing. Watch out for the queen and the knight attacking g2. So don't run with your queen too quickly. You might be the one getting checkmated. He just trades off the queen, so no more checkmates for white.
No more checkmates, but he's a piece up, Denis Lazavik. Imagine he was... Wait, is he one piece up? He's 2 pieces up, Denis Lazavik. He's somehow 2 bishops up after all of that tactical skirmish. Just incredible. So he's gone from checkmating mode to just mathematical mode, cleaning things up. That blue board is done, dusted. No way that Fedoseev fights that one on much longer. And in the meantime, Hans Niemann set up a discovered check, Tanya. Still fighting hard. The white king shuffles into the corner. That's the left board. Any chances do you foresee?
I mean, you're up a piece, trade queens. Either from e5 or c5 are the 2 squares that come to my mind. Get the queens off the board and call it a game. Rook f7 hits that piece. I will say, though, Dan is so impressive. I'm still looking at the blue board on the right side there. You know, having the 2 extra pieces. Now the bishop's coming out. David, that knight on h4. I mean, 2 extra pieces almost feels like 4 extra pieces here. Every single piece better than the blacks. Rook, the 2 knights. It looks game over on the right side, looks game over for black on the left side, queen e5 on the board. You just can't afford to trade, but I don't see too many squares. That's it. Hans Niemann resigns game 1.
Hans Niemann resigns game 1. We're about to see a resignation in the other game as well. Almost simultaneously, both players with the black pieces resign. It was about to be checkmate in the Denis Lazavik